All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he slips up.
And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line.
Bravo! Now! 45!
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go! Go! Yep.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
47. Check.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw is Watson. He finds it open and past the 40. This is Johnson. He's got it. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's coming.
Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Exit.
Throwing on 1st down is Lock. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, Wahoo! Check safety. Look at me, zipper. Hey, let's go.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. He finds his target. It's Matthews. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now Cobb to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Alert!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got a man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to air it out deep for Green, and that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Johnson, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
3rd and 2, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first out of the scoreboard here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Locke. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gordon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, 7.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 2. 45.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney merciless, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this throw caught left side. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 10 at the Broncos' 43.
On second and 12, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Here we go. 70, Indy, and Alpha.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Hey, step.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Steps away to his left. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Step. UAT. Alert. Check.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On the ground, this is Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Fairbairn able to put this one through. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. Coach and his staff approach halftime. Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
This is it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that will help him with contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Give him 17 on the also get a new set of downs. On first down, Johnson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 24, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. You go tight. 24. You got tight. 31.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Todd Davis, the Broncos' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
At the 11-yard line.
Check, 47. Here we go, D.
And he's in. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He completes this to Sutton. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
Second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
80 weapon. Hey, Haywood.
Lock to throw on second down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down with Locke. He's got his tight end, Fant. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it paid. Locke going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Locke now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back now in Houston. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Okay, ready? Like 5. Man, protein spill. Alert flag. Hey, Delta.
From the 35 on second down. Locke. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Shotgun snap to Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The former touchdown for him in the Super Bowl, Malik Jackson. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Locke to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. Back to throw, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rock it. Hey! Stay open. Ready?
Clock now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Go. Yeah.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, back up.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Now.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the 36, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
70, Indy, Crystal, Travis.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Exit.
At the 25-yard line.
Yep.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Locke. It's caught. Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit over.
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it,
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Locke working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Zipper.
Locke going to go on 4th down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're count the same, do they, right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
On to stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. They go to Johnson again. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are...
Time to bring the bass bird. Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Follow me, I'll go one way. Go. Check 26. Easy. Relax. Exit. Check.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, this is Harris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mariota to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Flushed out right. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working out of the gun, Mariota flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here.